Okay, so welcome back. This is going to be my first video attempt of a blog I've written. I'll also post the actual blog underneath for those of you who do want to read it. I'm going to try to do my best to memorize it, but if I look over, it's just because this is the first time I've done this. It's new to me, so be nice. So life as a widow has been a really strange thing. First of all, being labeled as a young widow isn't something I had ever previously given much thought to. When I pictured what my life would be, none of these horrible or devastating challenges that I've faced were ever in the equation. Life seemed simple enough. A peaceful life seemed possible and easy. Just follow the next right steps. Check off all the boxes, what you needed to do as I grew. I figured if I checked off all these boxes, I'd have this ideal future that I pictured. Graduate high school, graduate college, and none of that ever goes to plan. Get married, have your kids, have the dog, have the house, great job. But God has a funny way of making me realize that I don't have any control over that. I have some, but I don't have all the control. Me doing the next right thing doesn't guarantee me my desired outcome. It doesn't even guarantee me a tomorrow. I lost my dad very beginning year of college. It took me years and years to pick myself up after that. I learned that hurting yourself while desperately trying to heal is useless. Without asking for help, you will continue to struggle. You will continue to fall down, and you will continue to fight to get back up. God also threw a little more spice, I guess, into my life at the time. I have struggled most of my adult life with addiction, mostly alcohol. It still takes a daily commitment from me. Followed by reminder and prayer to keep that in my past every day. Jeremy, my husband, a small handful of family and friends that actually went through the entire storm with me, never leaving my side for too long and constantly reminding me I was worth fighting for. That's how I am still here today. The beautiful people I met along the way, that's how I continue to have faith and laughter every day, even today. When I lost my husband, I couldn't believe I was being tried yet again. By God, people would say things like, God's testing you, or, God will never give you more than you can handle. Oh, I hated when people said that. I understand where it came from, but at the same time, why would God give me so much? I hate thinking that because God gives plenty of people more, but it didn't sit right with me. They were just really hard for me to swallow. People would also say things like, use this as a way to continue to grow. And I just felt like I refused to allow Jeremy's life and death to be simplified into a helping me moment. I refused also to spend the rest of my life in depression, fear, despair, and grief. Everything I've learned up until now has laid the path for me to move past this with a tiny bit of grace, through tears and anger and confusion, and lots of days of sweatpants, little sleep, and dry shampoo. I don't know how women got through life without dry shampoo. Thank God for whoever invented that. Anyway, all of these things I learned could get me into a different future. Still unknown and still terrifying, still full of sadness. but hope. Jeremy's life and mine did not intertwine as a test for me or a way to make me stronger. His life and mine combined when we both needed each other the most. He helped me find my faith again. And he helped me put away my anger towards God, which for a long time was a big driving force for me. He helped me tackle my infertility head on without constant fear. And he gave me my greatest gift, our son. We didn't know it when we met, but our love story was short. It was short and sweet. Our love story was his final chapter, and his love was given to me. Just me those last few years. How amazing is that to think about? This spiritual, loving, strong, also stubborn and somewhat obnoxious at times, and really silly man loved me and his family more than anything in his last days. A fellow widow once talked about the gratitude and pride in her husband and feeling so blessed that she was the one that he shared his final gifts and final moments with. The minute I heard that, something changed and shifted inside of me. I went from suffering and heartbreak all the time to remembering his love and his words, his stories, and seeing all the people he helped. He touched so many lives. I thought about the beautiful children he brought into this world that I now get to mother and be a grandmother to. I've learned a lot of hard things in life. Losing my husband has been the hardest. But oddly, it's something I've been prepared to handle. He loved me so much, and I never doubted it for a minute. Never once. How lucky I am to have had that kind of love. Knowing that unwavering love has somehow made me feel stronger, more deserving, and therefore, yes, my life and my dreams are still worth fighting for. Life without him won't be the same, but my life needs to continue. My life certainly isn't what I had pictured when I was young. And it definitely has taken a route that I would have never seen in a million years. But I'm here. I'm happy most days. I've been loved fully. I have more gratitude and faith. I'm switching my blog now, by the way. I have more gratitude and faith than I ever have before. Most days, of course. There are still days where I have doubt and self-pity and wonder if I'm worth it. Wonder if life's worth it. We all have those. This isn't the life I would have chosen. However, thank God for it every day. And for making me who I am today. I can try every day to be a better person. And I have survived the immediate eye of the storm around his death. And I can start to fully appreciate his life while I tread carefully into the rest of mine. Knowing full well that right now I have 3 amazing men, my dad, my grandpa, and Jeremy, all looking down on us, all making sure I'm doing okay, and all waiting to see me again at the end of my journey. I'll finish this with one last thought. When I first wrote this, people were writing or asking how I was doing today. It happened to be on the 7th day of the month again. The 7th is when he passed in February. It's always a tough day for me. I know that'll change. It'll probably be every 6 months or a year, or his birthday, and just the anniversaries. But this first year, the 7th day of every month, I've dreaded. It shocks me that it's almost been a year. I keep thinking about that. Regardless of how I've dealt with each day of his loss, the calendar and the world just keeps on moving. moving forward. Like, it just keeps moving. Every single day, we move farther and farther away from the day he left us. If I could go into the past and hug him and kiss him again, as well as ensure that he knew how much he was loved and how much this world misses him, well, I would probably spend the rest of my life going back. That's not a choice. All we can do is walk forward and hold on to those memories. We can share some stories. Whoa, I apologize for that. I have 2 cats and 3 dogs. Someone knocked over a fence. This first post is going really well. I don't know where I was. If I could go back into the past or go to visit heaven every day, I'd probably never come back. Or I'd go so often that life wouldn't be worth living here. I wouldn't be a mom. I wouldn't be a dog mom or be able to clean up whatever just happened in the hallway. So again, that's not a choice. Our only choice is to move forward. Cherish the stories we have of him. Remember the goofiness and the love and the spirituality and that incredible smile. Remember the loving man for everything he gave us while he was here. Again, thanks for listening. I apologize for it being my first post and for whatever chaos I'm going to go find now. Hope everyone does well. Happy Friday.